ladies, and welcome to another video on my channel. My name is Yuanda. If you are new here, consider subscribing and join the circle of ladies who are looking to improve their lives. And do please join us on this goal to reach 200 subscribers before spring this year. And today I'm introducing a new series called Old Money Values Young Lady. I'm sure you've heard of the term old money. It's an aesthetic that's been very popular on TikTok and other social media platforms. We are going to look at values of old money and how to adopt not just the aesthetic but the values that these people carry, because I find that they're very useful. Old money lives a well-planned lifestyle. Everything is planned for, including meals. Nothing is left to chance. Everything it consumes needs to be of good quality, and it has to comply with their core value, health. In their circles, health is wealth. That is one thing that we need to consider when we look at our health. We need to look at our health as a priority and not a secondary. So I am going to cover 4 topics when it comes to health of old money women. And the first one is your diet. We are what we eat, and old money values this a lot. Everything that they do is planned. So the first tip for your diet is to eat well, but keep your portions moderate. That is one way to avoid diet culture but still maintain good health. Secondly, you need to eat fresh. Old money eats fresh. Their pantries are stocked up with fresh goods, usually purchased weekly. So, but vegetables and fruits and any of that kind of stuff, herbs and all that is purchased fresh. And the freshest food is the food that has made the shortest distance from the ground to your home. To find food like this, you can look into food markets weekly in your area. I know where I stay, there aren't many food markets around, so I would have to travel a little bit further. But for people that are experiencing such, you can look into online stores. There are online stores that are selling fresh produce, and basically they serve organic fresh food. They basically deliver on certain days because the food is picked probably the day before, the night before, and they transport it to you the next day. Those are your options, especially if transport is an issue and you cannot travel every week. Pre-packaged foods are undesirable in the lifestyle of old money because this means that the food probably has some chemicals that have been added to keep it fresh. So basically, food packaging is an indicator that your food is probably not as fresh as you think. Avoid processed foods. Processed foods should just be a no-go. I know when you're maybe in college and you can get lazy to cook, but processed foods should just limit those, if not eliminate them completely. The third thing is to keep your meats lean and reduce your intake of red meat. When I say lean meat, I mean meat that has the visible fat trimmed off. Another tip is to buy in season. So in season shopping. This is actually something that I discovered while I was doing the research for this video, and it's a fairly new concept for me, which I want to try. In-season shopping is actually way cheaper, so learn to consume foods that are in season, and I find that gives you an overall good balance of nutrients within your body. That just ensures that your meals and your diet is not monotonous, because when you're in college you're busy, and a lot of the times you tend to just keep going for the same thing over and over and over again. They live a formal lifestyle, and breakfast, dinner and lunch is at certain times. So if you can do that, plan your meals. Then I have started eating split peas. They taste delicious. I cannot tell you how good they taste, especially when you mix the yellow and the green. Really good. I usually make soups. I can also make hummus with them and eat them maybe as a snack. When you can Incorporate them into a lot of stuff. If you're vegan, these are a very good source of protein. Boil them with coconut cream or coconut milk and eat with rice. Oh my goodness, it's heaven. So really just keep it simple. You don't have to make these glamorous meals every day, but just make sure that you are getting enough nutrients, enough sources for your body, and make sure that it is fresh. That's the important thing. And plan your meals, because old money individuals, they make sure that everything they consume is to better their body. If it's not making them stronger, then there's no use. When it comes to drinks, carbonated drinks are avoided a lot of the times. Water, keep hydrated all the time. You can buy yourself a water bottle. I have a water bottle that I've had for nearly 2 years now. I still use it. It's practical, it's not fancy. Keep hydrated. Put some lemon in your water if you don't like water. You can get filtered water that is best in like a 20-25 liter tank. If you can make juices, that can be great. Like I said, in season shopping, you can make all types of smoothies. I read that the best way to get sort of the most out of your fruits and vegetables is in their liquid form, because I guess everything is much more simple for your body to absorb, and there's not a lot of waste going out. So that's an interesting fact. So coffee lovers out there, substitute your coffee for tea. Coffee just has way too much caffeine, which is not good for you. Tea also has a certain amount of caffeine, but just substitute that. And tea is more calming a lot of the times. You can find different teas from around the world. Have a global diet. Actually, that is one thing about old money people, is that they eat a global diet. So they like to incorporate foods from all over the world, maybe spices from the east, all that kind of stuff. But I'm a coffee connoisseur. Yes, I consider myself a coffee connoisseur, but I only usually take coffee when I'm out and there's a new place that I want to try and I want to try the new coffee. The French are known to have a glass of wine every day with their lunch. Today, French women have one of the longest life expectancies in the world. It's called the French paradox. The French can eat butter, eggs, and cheese and still have a low rate of heart diseases because they also drink wine, specifically red wine. The antioxidants in red wine, when consumed, have been found to reduce blood clots and bad cholesterol production. Old money likes to keep itself physically active. Sports are highly regarded within their circles, and when they take part, they often put their best foot forward and excel in it. Now, you and I may not be able to drop 13,000 pounds on a workshop gymnasium subscription. This is basically just this exclusive gym that is for high net worth individuals, but fitness is accessible to everyone in all walks of life. When you're in college, it can be difficult to make time for your fitness. It can also be difficult to find an environment where you can work out, because perhaps you can't pay for a gym subscription, it's just too expensive, or you don't have an area around where you're staying where you can walk or run safely. Use the space that you live in. Online, there's so many resources for online yoga, online Pilates. A great tip for ladies is to include light weights. This will help improve your posture. It will help to increase your strength a little bit and just get you moving and strengthen your muscles, And it's a workout that you don't really need to take up a lot of space to do. You can do it in your room, on your bed, just, especially if you love to wear summer dresses. Summer is coming and we want to look good, so just do take up some light weights. The point is to choose a single activity and commit to it daily. I personally have taken up walking and skipping as a daily exercise. I commit to it daily and I've seen changes. It helps me maintain my weight. It helps me clear my mind. It helps me really feel good. And the last tip that I can give you for your physical and mental health is to sleep well. While we are at this busy stage of our life, we tend to neglect sleep, and these days The less sleep you have, the cooler you are. That is not true. You need to get your sleep. You need to sleep well, because when we are sleeping, our bodies rejuvenate, and you heal a lot faster when you sleep. Another topic that I want to cover, and this was not covered in the book, but I think it's very important for the modern lady, is your sexual health. Get your checkups as well as protect yourself. Some of these STIs can be life scarring. They can be scarring for life, or they can really influence choices that you will need to make later on in. Studies show that poor women are more likely to get unplanned pregnancies than affluent women. This is not because of sexual activity or its frequency, but the access to contraceptives. The last topic that I want to talk about is now your medical health. When it comes to medical health, old money individuals look at prevention rather than treatment. This means getting your checkups. Get at least one checkup every single year with a general practitioner. This is just a general fitness checkup where they check your weight, your urine, your blood, what's happening within your body, your blood pressure as well. I had taken one a few months ago, and the report came out pretty good, although there were a few things to note which I did not know, and since then I've been making changes accordingly, and it's really not that expensive, honestly. But however, I do know that medical health is not accessible to everyone. Therefore, I just want to be a little bit more sensitive on this topic, and this will definitely help you in maintaining your health, because a lot of the times we think we are healthy and we feel healthy, but there are underlying issues that we do not see that will come up later on in life, and I'm glad I did that. Speaking of that, old money individuals also like to incorporate Western and Eastern health or Eastern medicine. Western medicine, like I said, is more of treatment, so they diagnose you and then they give you drugs to cure that problem that you're facing, and Eastern medicine focuses on preventing that issue from occurring within you in the first place. So you can look into that. Look into Eastern medicine, things like acupuncture, those kind of things. They really are meant to prevent. Like I said, prevention is better than treatment. Okay, ladies, and we have come to the end of our first video in this series of Old Money Values, young lady. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I try to incorporate as much relatable advice as possible, especially pertaining to us, as I always say. But if there is something you ladies would like to add or you think would be useful, please leave it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget the goal. I hope to see you next time. Please enjoy your week and stay tuned for the next video. Mwah.